federal issue. The federal government, even till today, everybody know their position about the same-sex. For each state, like Massachusetts, like I don't know, New York, I believe there are quite a few states already passed same-sex marriage already. So at the state level, a few states already recognize same-sex marriage. However, the federal government, what is their situation? What is their position? Very, very conservative. Okay? Very, very conservative. So that really means if the state passed a law to recognize the same-sex marriage, however, the federal government, they do not recognize. So, for example, same-sex people live together and under the state law, they are couple. However, they cannot file. Married people filing jointly. They cannot get that. They may file the status as the head of household because that is very close to the status of married people filing jointly. All right. Okay, let's go back to this issue. You are OA. You are the giver. So we have a parent-children example. We have a spouse or domestic partner issue. We have a donation situation. What else? Who could be the B? Who could be the B who deserve you to transfer the assets without compensation? Sibling. Brothers, sisters. What else? The other one is the opposite way of the number one, from children to parents. Don't forget, it does not sound special, right? As a children, you may think about to give something to your parents without any compensation, right? So what else? Who could be the B? We have sibling. Who could be the B? We have a charity. What else could be? In your real life, who is the B and deserve your assets transfer without compensation?
Helping with immediate family.
So that's more like a charity, right? Oh, by the way, okay, your situation is different. She just mentioned, okay, you want to help some, say, neighborhood or your friend, and your friend or your neighborhood is in financial trouble and really needs some help, and you just give something out. That is another situation. Keep that in your mind, okay? That is good, very good. Why? Because you need to keep that in your mind, and when we talk about the tax consequence, that become very important. Because this situation is totally from your heart. Why? Because when people transfer the assets to this 501c3 organization, you can deduct your donation. Remember last session we talked about the Schedule A, right? And there's one column say donation. You can deduct the money you donated to this 501c3 organization from your Schedule A, and which would reduce your tax liability. However, be careful here. When you transfer your assets to your friend, only totally from your good heart. However, they are not 501c3. Remember, if the money you transfer to B only totally from your good heart, however, they are not 501c3, you have two problems. Keep this in mind. Number one problem, you cannot deduct your money transfer to. And more seriously, number 2, you may incur gift tax. Wow, it's more like penalty. Keep this in your mind. Okay, very important. I think this is the major point for the chapter 12. Sometimes people get a penalty for their good behavior. Okay, be careful. Sometimes people get the penalty not because their bad behavior, but to their good behavior. Okay, keep this in your mind. How can we get it wrong? How can we avoid that? All right. What else could be? One more. The very last one. Nothing in my mind, by the way. Okay, I don't have any answer. I don't have any correct answer there. So I think that one is very good. You just want to help somebody else, and you don't expect they're gonna pay you back. This is not the loan, by the way. Okay. Another thing you need to differentiate here for today. This is not the loan. You don't lend the money to B. When we talk about the loan, you still expect somehow in the future B will pay you back. Even right now, you did not get any compensation. However, when you loan the money out, you expect they will pay you back. Doesn't matter eventually you get it back or not. However, upon the time you give out, you have such expectation they will pay you back. That's the loan. This is not a gift. All right. So give you one more chance. What else?
Maybe heard some news before. Somebody died and then he leave his asset to his pet.
Pet. Okay, this is very popular. You just have the will or living trust that say upon the death of this person, and all of the assets will transfer to one organization.
No, to his pet.
I know that. If, okay, by the way, if this person did not consult with any lawyer and just write the will, say upon the death everything go to the past, and the will is void.
Oh, void.
Is void. Because the pet is not human being. The pet by itself cannot accept the estate. So if this person consult with a lawyer, the right way to do it is all of the assets transfer to one trustee, one organization. Okay, and then that organization will take care of these pets. Use the money to take care of these pets. But anyway, that's workable. It's workable. All right. Okay, let's close this issue. Okay, who could be the A and B? Okay, we have a couple situation. From parents to children, or opposite, children back to parents. And between the spouse, and probably A donate to B, and B here is 501c3. Okay. Another name for 501c3, we can also say this is a charity organization. And the major important for 501c3 organization is if you are you donate something to this organization, you may be able to deduct the value of the property you transfer to, deduct that from your annual income tax. So that's more important. And we talk about just purely from your good heart. However, be careful. If you donate something, or say you support something to B, however, B is not 501c3, and you may encounter two problems. Number one is easy. You just say, okay, I don't care about that. I don't want to deduct anyway. How about two? Number two probably is penalty. You may encounter the gift tax. Remember, in the United States, when we talk about the gift tax, it's not the person who paid it. It's not the person who received to pay for it. is the person who give away to pay for it. So it sounds not very fair. It sounds not like very right. However, this is the law. This is the law. So be careful. If you are chapter 12 remind you be careful. Yes, go ahead.
So for example, if old lady, her assets only a house, she only has